Hey guys, welcome back to episode 5 of Shop Talk. Rose here with my girl, Court. Tell the
Yes.
people who you are and what you do.
My name is Courtney Bradley, but on social media, CNB Brand or my Facebook, Courtney Noelle Bradley. So that's where the CNB comes from. But I am a business owner, serial entrepreneur, lash artist, brow artist,
A
recording
rapper.
artist. Yeah, singer, songwriter. It's like I do a little bit of everything. Like literally, I feel like I have lived like 25 lives.
No,
So
seriously, definitely the Jane of all trades.
yeah, and I'm a mom. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything, but serial entrepreneur would be what I'm gonna stick with right now because I feel like I start a different business every couple of years.
I feel it. And they're all
Yeah.
successful. That's, a blessing.
Yes.
So how does it feel? Just to give you guys a little background, she like she said, she's a lash artist, esthetician, all that. She had her own studio shop, and she recently closed it because she wants to move. Y'all, what I'm gonna do? She waxes me. She's been waxing me for years, and I don't feel comfortable with nobody else. I'm gonna have to drive to where she's moving to.
I'm gonna have you in good hands. I promise. I
This
got
is crazy.
you.
I'm gonna be taking a trip once a month. Y'all gonna be thinking I got a nigga down there. Nope, it's my waxer.
You might get one down there.
So how did that feel? Like, how was that? Was it like an emotional transition or?
Yeah, it was, but it was the right transition. Like it was needed. I had grown out of the space. I had gone through a couple of different employees, and it just my lease was ending, and in order to renew my lease, it would have been like signing another 2 to 3 year lease, and I knew that I just could not commit to another 2 to 3 years. And I have totally just grown out of this city. I came here for family, and ended up finding myself in a whole bunch of other different business endeavors. But my family is kind of like spread out now, and I just don't feel like the ceiling is really really low here. Like
Very.
for me, I'm not shading any because there's some people who like love Pittsburgh and want the best for Pittsburgh and see all this potential in Pittsburgh, and I'm not saying there's not. I think Pittsburgh has waves. Like every once in a while it catches momentum, but I can't sit around and wait for the city to catch momentum every
Right.
10 12 years. So there's a huge income and salary gap here, so I feel like it's literally like poverty or go hang with white people. Like you either got to be in the worst hood or you got to go find white people to kind of hang and find entertainment and find your niche of like people. There's no like middle class, no upper middle class.
Right.
There is, but there's nowhere for us to thrive and to have community and support. So I'm grown. I just can't do it anymore. I can't lower my prices anymore. I can't compromise the quality of what I'm looking for in my business anymore. And yeah, I'm just kind of burnt out. It's so you don't realize how small Pittsburgh well I did because I came from Baltimore back to Pittsburgh, but
Right.
then you get caught up in like the knowing everybody and being like a big fish in a small pond. And it's this monotonous. It's so monotonous and boring, and like
Very.
especially if you're creative, you're going to always grow out of wherever you're. Like Baltimore, I know I'm probably going to grow out of that.
Right.
But there's more room to
To grow.
breathe and grow. Yeah, like I don't feel so boxed in. There's DC, there's New York, there's Philly, there's Jersey. Here it's just like we got Ohio and we got Detroit,
Whatever.
and I don't want to go to either one of them places. So yeah, it was just time. But I'm very happy with my move. It was heartbreaking at first, but I can't see it any other way. I could not stay
My
here
heart's
another
still
2
broken,
years.
but I'm happy
I
for you.
know. I know. I miss not only just like because you're not just a client.
Right.
You definitely my homegirl. So I feel like I'm gonna miss every relationship that I made while I was here because I didn't come here expecting to make as many relations, especially with like younger females and older female, like just females in general that I've come across just from having that creative in common and people that we know in common and wanting those same things. You being a mom, you being in this space, you know, because
Right.
I'm a podcaster as well.
Yes,
So
bring it back, please.
I am. I we'll get into that later,
right.
child. But so I appreciate all the connections that I made, whether it's a client or a friend or acquaintance, whatever. And obviously, Maryland is like 3 hours away. It's
Right.
not like Cali, like where I got to hop on a flight or I have to like take months before I come back. So I know I'll be seeing everybody again, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna miss everybody. But I'm also excited that I can be like, come to Baltimore, y'all.
Right.
We doing this, we doing that. Y'all gotta come down here.
Get some seafood.
Yes, I loved a good, Baltimore tour guiding.
So how do you think Harlem's gonna do with the transition, or she's just not gonna care
At all. She goes with the flow. Like well, you know, as a mom, your kid is happy wherever you are. And she is one of those kids that just loves new environments and new settings. Even being here, we had to change her daycare. She jumped right into it. She just likes meeting new people, new kids, new environments, new things. She gets bored really easy, like her
you.
mom.
Like not even just you, like all of
Yes.
you, the Bradley legacy.
Child.
Like
And that ain't no lie, because it started with
Literally.
my mom. You know, my mom, if she ain't happy, child, she's getting up,
you would
hitting the
think
road,
that
Jack.
your mom was like in the army or something, like the way she moved around.
Exactly. And I think that it rubbed off on me in a good way, because I don't be scared to go.
Right.
Like, I know I can, especially because I have a career. Like, you know, I'm a licensed esthetician, just like a nursing license. You can get up and use your license wherever. And now I'm licensed in Maryland. So once I have, like, my financial stability somewhere, I know I can go anywhere. And I got that from her for sure. Just seeing her, like, whenever something ain't working, or if she's not happy, or if there's a better opportunity somewhere else, then go.
Right.
Which you can always come back. And we did. You know, we started somewhere else and came back to Pittsburgh. So you can always come back. You can always go forward. You can do whatever you want to do. And I think my mom really is a prime example of that. Well, for me in my life, of that, just like not being stuck. I released being stuck in 2023. Like, my 2024 goals were totally different, but in 2023 I said, like, I'm not stuck nowhere.
Right.
Not stuck in no business deal, no contract, no lease, no agreement, no relationship, no partnership, no anything. I am free to do whatever I want and to go wherever I want, and I think that mentality is very liberating, to not feel stuck, because you can get there.
No, seriously, you really, really can. So, what do you plan on when you get to Maryland? Like, you plan on trying to open your own salon, working in somebody else's salon? Like, do you have a game plan, or you're just going down there like on some?
No, I always have to have a game plan, child, because I get anxiety. So if I don't got a plan, anyway. I don't know if I want to open another salon right away, because that is a lot of energy. Like, I opened Glow when I was pregnant, so I had a lot of freedom. Even though I was pregnant, I could still, like, I was in there building shit.
Right.
6, 7 months pregnant. I had more freedom. Now that I have a child, a toddler, it's like I have between the time I drop her off daycare and the time I pick her up to get everything done, which some people think is a lot of time, and it's not. I swear, I just was watching seeing on my memories on Facebook, like, why do I got to pick my kid up from daycare right now? Like, I swear I just dropped her off. Like, I swear the day just goes so fast. So I don't have the time to start a new business as soon as I get there. And also, I have to be sure that I'm paying attention to her in this change. Like, I got to make sure she has all my time. I can't miss a beat as far as seeing how she's adjusting, seeing her behaviors change, making sure I'm spending enough time with her to get her acclimated into this new space. I feel like it would be selfish of me to start a new business, but I have again, I've never been a stuck person. Like, I've done so many things, and I feel like salon ownership is like just a little micro,
Right.
Whatever you want to call micro phase of stuff that I've done and want to do. So I feel like I'm still going to be in the salon industry, whether that's like renting a suite, renting a little small studio, working by myself. I want to get into leadership, like coaching, business coach. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I've been doing since I closed my shop, is working on just like helping other salon professionals create training curriculums and social media marketing and all that stuff. So I want to do business coaching and mentoring within the aesthetics business. But also getting back to my podcasting. I want to start a business for my baby. I say I'm going to YouTube. I don't know.
You should. You should YouTube your journey. That would be the perfect start.
I don't know how y'all
Even
do
if
it.
you don't drop it right then, it's still like you have the content.
It's hard, child. I be forgetting to even pull my phone out and
Girl,
record.
I used to forget, and now it's like second nature now.
Well, yeah. And I think once I realize and tap into the fact that it is like a job, like you are getting paid, well, the potential to get paid,
right.
That I can lock in a lot more. Right now, it's been really hard. I think when I do start to have that transition to document, I can see myself doing that more. But there's other stuff I want to do, you know, when I get down there.
Right.
Other businesses that I don't want to speak on right away because I'm still like trying to figure it out. But I know for sure I'm getting my podcast back up and running, and that I'm starting a business for my daughter. So the beauty industry is kind of like how I pay my bills. So I know I'll be doing that, but it's a means to me being able to venture off into other things, like take that money and invest it into other businesses. So being able to have that freedom and not being a fucking entrepreneur 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, meaning at the salon, I have more free time to explore other things. I think the salon in a way kind of stifled my creativity. Haven't been in a studio.
Right.
I haven't podcasted. I haven't been able to start any other businesses because not only am I owning the salon, I am working behind the chair. I'm stuck to the chair all day, every day.
On top of managing and everything.
On top of managing, on top of replying to customers and making flyers, posting my availability. I'm really burnt out.
And that's the part everybody doesn't see or understand. Like, it's a lot of time and effort that goes into having your own business. So it's like when you guys get on the internet and saying stuff like, oh, she's overpriced and this, that, and the third. You don't know what. It don't matter if I'm overpriced. If you feel like I'm overpriced, I feel like this is what I'm worth, and I really feel like I'm worth more. But
I really feel
we're
like
in a small
I'm worth
city,
more.
so it's like, you know, I got to get what I can take for right now.
Well, I mean, I know that for sure because I
take
have
what I can get.
I have colleagues in Maryland and New York and Philly and Jersey and LA, and I'm looking at their price point compared to mine, and even people I don't know, and seeing what they charge, and I do better work than them, you know. And it's your environment. I can't force people to have this amount of money. They just don't have it. I know for a fact that a lot of the people here just don't have the money for those luxury items every 2-3 weeks. Like lashes and brows, that's the first thing that goes when you're thinking about a budget. All right, well, I'm going to cut out my lashes. I'm going to cut out my nails. I'm going to cut out my hair. You know, then we start to that's how we got DIY culture out here now. Like, everybody's doing their own quick weaves, their own press-ons, their lashes. Even the lash industry is now catering to DIY. Now they have DIY lash extensions.
Oh, okay.
Well, faux, like they make them look like lash extensions, but you can do them yourself. But it's because people are trying to save money, and I can't even be mad at them. But that means it's time for me. As soon as y'all start wanting to cut the price down, I got to go.
I pray to God, the way y'all heard me chewing like gum, I hope y'all don't hear my stomach growling because, baby, it done growled 3 times since you was over there talking. That's insane.
Well, I'm glad I ate breakfast this morning. What you been here all morning?
No, I was asleep. I didn't get up. I was supposed to get up at 9 to go get my makeup done. I didn't get there until like 12. And then I had to rush here because the last one started at 1. It was just a mess. I should have slept.
And that's why I'm like, I didn't have time to do my makeup, get my lashes or nothing. I just whipped this on. So that's why I'm looking at this screen like, I don't know what it's looking like.
She look good though, y'all, don't she?
If it ain't giving y'all, then I don't know. Cause
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell y'all right now. I got to keep going like this, see if my little puff is flat or what. But go ahead.
What was my next question? I gotta spit this gum out.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Didn't I just hear you chewing all on that gum your last episode?
I'm gonna just swallow it.
Yeah, just swallow it. Do you swallow? Let's put you in the hot seat. It's like I'm playing.
I like a little swallow.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I'm not a spitter.
Yeah, I feel like that is so tacky.
Yeah,
that is tacky. You gonna get your butt naked ass up and walk to the sink?
Like,
or what? You got a spit cup?
Like, that's disgusting.
It's way more disgusting than just.
It's the sound effect. So
go ahead and take it for the team.
2024. Can we expect any new music?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I don't even have to hesitate with that one. My whole musical team is in Baltimore.
Okay. And this is like the people you working with when you were with Wiz or
Both.
before? Okay.
Before and after. So the mixtape that got me signed, the team, the studio, production, videographer, photographer, everything was in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't move to Pittsburgh till it's a blur, but I really didn't come back till after the whole Taylor Gang situation. So everything pretty much prior to that was Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
When I went on tour, it was because I went to visit Wiz at a concert in DC. Mm-hmm. And while we were at the concert, he was like, "You might as well just come on tour with us." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" So I literally drove to Baltimore, packed a suitcase, drove back to DC, left my Jeep at the parking lot of the venue, and hopped on a tour bus and just never looked back. Mm-hmm.
And how was that? Like, what do you think you would do differently if you had the choice to do anything differently, or was it like you said, the best time of your life, like no regrets?
It was definitely the best time. I'm not gonna say regrets, but definitely a lot of things I would have done different. Best time of my life. Like, when I look back on that time, I just am still in shock that I had such a dynamic run, mm-hmm. and was able to accomplish so much. What I would have done different, and I don't think I have the power to go back and do this different because it's just something I had to go through and grow through, but mm-hmm. I would have had more self-esteem. I would have been a lot more secure if I knew then what I know now. But I was very insecure, mm-hmm. and very self-conscious, so I held myself back from a lot. Like, I wouldn't wear certain stuff, I wouldn't say certain stuff, I wouldn't sing certain music because I was very self-conscious. I mean, rightfully so. People judge artists all the time, but it is so intimidating to get on. It's different when you sit in with a camera, mm-hmm. or you sitting in like a little small venue. But when you're in venues with 40,000, 30,000, 12,000, 20,000, 10,000 people, and they're all looking at you to either mess up, or just hold you to an expectation, you will freeze.
Right.
And you have to get out there and show who you are. The vulnerability that you have to have, and that's one thing I always commend Wiz on. Like, his stage presence is just
awesome,
out of this world, and that's why he still continues to tour, right? Because he has such an awesome stage presence, and he just has that confidence. He's very self-aware. He has a lot of self-confidence, and I wish that would have rubbed off on me, because I was just sitting there like this, like, oh my God, like, I don't even want to breathe wrong because I don't want the wrong angle of me, like on the Jumbotron. You are on a Jumbotron, double chin and all. You know, like, if you miss a note, y'all, you get an immediate reaction. So if you put out a song or you put out a video, you don't have to be there for people's reaction to it. Right. People might watch your videos and be like, well, she look a hot mess, but they're scrolling. You don't know. You don't ever got to hear it. When you are right there live, people are looking at you like their faces. You could tell from the vibe, from the energy, that something ain't right. You didn't do something right, or they're looking you up and down like, what the fuck she got on? Mm-hmm. Like, you get that immediate reaction when you're putting yourself out there like that. So I was always worried about that, like how I look, how I sound, how people are receiving me. When I say something, I have to make sure it's the right thing because it's out there forever. Right. So I just didn't say anything. And I regret that. Like, I should have been out there like, where my motherfucking ladies at? Make some motherfucking noise. But I didn't. I was just like, I was letting Wiz introduce me. I'd be like, hey, y'all. Like, da, da, da. He would do everything. He would introduce me. I used to be like, hi. You know, I'm just here to sing my little song. Like, very modest. And that's not who I am. I wasn't being myself because I was self-conscious. So I wish I would have been more of myself, been more authentic, and had more confidence.
So how did you, like, work through that throughout the years? I know it wasn't just, like, you know, something that stopped at the stage. Because once you're, like, you know, you were on tour for so long, that becomes part of your second nature. Like, you're just real, you know, self-conscious or self-esteem low because it's like, damn, like, I done been through this on tour. Now it's, like, crossing over into my daily life because I'm thinking it. Like, you know?
It did cross. I mean, but what was going on in my life crossed over into music. Okay. You know, like, the things I was going through in life was what was making me insecure. Mm-hmm. And so it was just hard. Like it was hard on my mental health. It was hard on my self-esteem. Like I had just got out of a situation. Taylor Gang wasn't my first record deal. I had a record deal when I was 18. I went to do an internship at Warner Brother Records right out of high school, and a family member of mine, I'm not gonna say family member, like a close family friend, like a godfather, distant uncle type thing. He was the head of A&R for Warner Brothers, or maybe it was Universal. I can't remember. But I was working on music, and I'm all excited, like I want to get signed to Universal. Like I'm up here for this internship, but I'm trying to get a deal.
Right.
But I wasn't ready. So finally, I went back to Baltimore. I put out like 3 songs on my MySpace, and the family friend hit me up like, why don't you come out? We're leaving, him and the president of A&R for Universal, we're leaving Universal to start their own record company. They were called the Trackmasters, and if you know music, you'll know the Trackmasters. They produce, you'll just Google it, child. So I was like, hell yeah, like who's going to pass up opportunity to go record with the Trackmasters? So I go, they had like a making the band type situation set up where they had this big mansion.
Dylan.
Yeah, they had this big mansion in Jersey, in Alpine, New Jersey. You guys might know the rapper Vado. They were working with Vado. They had just signed Lil' Kim, and some other independent, like new artists, up and coming artists. And so I was like, yeah, I'm coming out there. I dropped everything, quit my job, went out there to make music. And I had got sexually assaulted in that process by the family member, or the close family member. And so that took my self-esteem took a huge blow.
Right.
Because in my head, I'm like, nobody really thinks I'm talented. They just are attracted to me, or they just want to have sex with me. I'm only good for this. And women go through this still to this day. Like, do people really fuck with me, or are they just trying to get some ass or see what they can get? So that took a huge blow to my self-esteem. So when I got into Taylor Gang, I was still very broken and insecure from that, because I was dating someone within Taylor Gang. And so I'm like, are they just giving me this opportunity because I'm dating this person? Which I know it wasn't, because we started dating after. But your mind doesn't think like that when you've been abused, or when you're battling your own insecurities and self-doubt. You're thinking that you don't deserve this opportunity. So you're trying to justify all this stuff of why you're getting this opportunity, besides you just being talented, and that's what I wish I would have seen in myself, what Wiz seen in me. But I didn't. I was still thinking, like, on the defense, like, what do niggas want from me? Maybe it's this, that. Ex-boyfriend of mine had a little bit of beef with Taylor Gang at the time. So I'm like, is this get back? Like, am I collateral damage?
Not they signed you for the beef.
I thought it was just like, niggas are like that.
Yeah.
Niggas are like that. They don't even like you. They just want to make your other nigga mad, or they just want to say, I did this to this and that, blah, blah, or it don't even be sexual. Sometimes it just be a straight chess move. Just like, I
bossed her up, and
I bossed her up. I gave her opportunity and give her shit. I gave her opportunity. I'm about to turn her up on your ass, because they be knowing when a nigga make you his girl, at that point, you're a weak, that's their weak spot, and niggas know it. So I just didn't know. I didn't know. I'm like, what is going on? I had, an ex who was in jail. I just had a lot of stuff going on that was messing with my self-esteem and was messing with my...
How old were you at the time with Taylor Gang?
22.
Okay. So you were still young and learning.
Yeah, because the first record deal was 17, 18. I did that for like 2 years, and then I took like a little break, and I recorded my first mixtape called Wishing on a Star. And me, my stepdad, and my team in Baltimore, I recorded that mixtape for like, I don't know, maybe like $5,000, video, everything. And that's what got Wiz. I put out a remix to Racks on Racks. Okay. And Wiz like retweeted it. He retweeted like one of the lines from the song, and then he hit me up like, that's hard. Like, I like where you're going with your music. Like, you need to just come sign with Taylor Gang. And so, yeah, it had to be from 17, 18, like 22, 23. a lot of stuff had happened in between too.
Right.
And sometimes I look back and can't even believe all these things happened within like 2-3 years, but it did. It was going real
That's
fast.
how it be. Life be going fast.
Ooh,
when you sit back and think about it, be like, damn, like you be trying to think like I went through this, that, and the third, and then be like, wait, I went through that the same year. Like, how the hell did I even? How am I here?
Girl, it was a lot between 2025. By the time I graduated high school, which was in 2005.
2005 is crazy.
Fuck you, bitch. Between 2005 and 2010, I mean,
roller coaster.
Oh my dear Jesus! And then I put out Love on the Run with Taylor Gang in 2013. So it was just like, yeah, those years, crazy.
So would you like, if you had the choice to go through, not even go through everything you went through, but like if you had a choice to pick a different life, like do you feel like, you know, you lived the right life, like this shaped you to who you are today, and you're like, you know, not proud of everything, but it's like, you know, you're glad you went through it.
Yeah, and I am though. I am proud of everything. I am proud of everything I did because I took a chance. Some people, and this is why I don't fuck with people, because everybody's so quick to judge and point the finger. They don't want to be a risk taker. They look at your failures instead of looking at it as she put herself out there. Like, I did shit that but people would not think to do.
Right.
Like, even just dropping everything and driving my car to New York to do an internship. I didn't know nobody in New York. I was just in New York, 18 years old, living in my friend's college dorm.
And that goes back to your mom.
That goes back to my mom, and just being and having that support. Do it. Go, if it don't work out, come back home. But yeah, girl, I ended up in the Bronx one day on a bus in the hood. I didn't know where the hell I was, but I would be out there like, fuck it, I don't got no money to get a cab. There was no Ubers. I didn't have no car. I had to get on the train, or the bus. And people think the train is something in New York. Try the bus. The New York bus is a whole nother thing. Child, I didn't know where I was. I done ended up in the Bronx. I was in Brooklyn. Like, I had no clue. But I pat myself on the back now that I'm older and I can look back and say, girl, you really was just like putting yourself out there, and it got you into a lot of places a lot of people wouldn't have been. You done a lot of things people would be scared to do, starting businesses that maybe didn't work out so well, starting careers that maybe didn't end the way you thought or didn't go the way you thought, but you did it. And not a lot of people, because there are not a lot of people that can say they went on 3 worldwide tours, they wrote on 3 albums, 1 platinum selling album, put out 2 of their own projects, opened a business, started other...
Pop your shit. I love when you pop it, because you don't never pop it.
I don't. But it's like, when I think about now, that's what I'm proud of.
Right.
There are really people who cannot say that they did that.
People haven't left Pittsburgh.
People haven't left whatever the fuck city that they from. But Pittsburgh is definitely the most critical and hypocritical and overcritical city that I know, because I'm like, we ain't even moving the needle nowhere enough for people to be so critical. Literally. Like, you start a podcast, everybody's starting a podcast. You do YouTube, what she think people going to make you? Lord forbid you do anything. It's like, I feel like Pittsburgh does a really good job at deflecting and projecting their own lack of value and self-worth onto other people. Child, I don't have to be shy, stay in the shell, be comfortable with the same things just because you are. Right. I'm going to try different things. If it don't work, oh well. I think that's what makes you a boss. That's what makes you solid. Is like,
I seen a quote that says, winner is just a loser who tried again.
Yeah.
And, like, that stuck with me.
And keeps trying. You got to keep trying, because everything's not going to hit. You know, life is a gamble. Just like you go down to that casino. It's when you rolling them dice and placing them bets. You never know. You got to be willing to lose your little $20 sometime, or win your $200,000. And I've had more success, opportunity, and you know, experience-wise, and I've made money. But I'll take it, because I can't take the money with me. But I got stories I could tell my grandkids, my grandma, my kid is going to be able to go on YouTube, Google, whatever, and Google me and find significant things that she can share and say that I've done because I took a chance. Like, I'm not just a speck in the universe. Like, I definitely imprinted on people. There's still people in Europe and Paris and all over the world that hit me like, are you still recording? Are you still, I love this, tagging me in my mixtape, still playing my music. I still get paid. So I'd be like, you did what you needed to do, what you could do, and there's still so much more for you to do. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, even at my big age, I'm putting out more music.
Period.
So you little young hoes need to watch out. Because what y'all been doing? What they been doing? Nothing. Child, yawn.
Nothing.
Tomato.
Nothing.
But I always want to talk some shit.
I feel like the internet gives everybody a voice that they wouldn't have. Like, you know? And that's another problem. Like,
don't even get me started with the internet.
We didn't really... I'm not going to say the internet's a new thing, but like, yeah, we had MySpace and Facebook, but we still were on the generation where we were outside. This new... They're not outside. They're on the internet.
Twitter fingers.
Like, it's straight just internet. And it's like, I mean, people are, monetizing on the internet now. And
but if you're not, you just on there. You need therapy.
Like, I tell people all the time, I didn't make money off my social media. I wouldn't have social media.
Yeah.
It's like washed now. I've had it for,
It's very washed. I'm in the middle, actually, of a whole detox, a social media detox. Mm-hmm. And I get on there every once in a while to post my availability. And when I'm posting my availability or a flyer, I'll scroll every once in a while and catch up on people who I genuinely care what they're saying. Like, and then I'll just go back to put my phone down. But I can't take all the opinions of sheep. It's so many sheep opinions, and there's so many people who are hiding behind their persona on social media, their opinions on social media, the freedom to have speech on social media. Like, child, we don't need to hear everything. And these people sometimes won't say it with their chest. They won't say it in person. They'll only say it. I just don't. That's something I don't respect. I wouldn't say I'm confrontational, but I'm very, like, big on conflict resolution. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you're not going to address the conflict in your actual real life, that person, that thing, that job, that whatever, then why is you on the internet talking about it? Go deal with it in real life, and people, it's so easy to just pick up your phone and type da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I feel like it's easier it is to type it. Like, I found a new love for, when I was pregnant. And it, carried over to now. But, like, journaling. Mm-hmm. Why do I have to put my thoughts? Like, it's easy to put your thoughts on the internet because that's what you're sitting there thinking. But it's the same thing as just writing it down.
My mom says that all the time. My mom hates when I do my little Facebook rants or my Instagram rants. She'll be like, oh, my God, get a diary. Like, literally. But she does the same thing.
And, like, it helped me because I'll go back and read certain stuff and be like, oh, well, my anger got,
a little bit better.
Like,
yeah.
It's a struggle, but
I've learned to reserve my opinions. Because even my opinions are valuable. And even my thoughts don't need to be shared with everybody. Like, they don't need to know what I'm thinking. They don't need to hear my perspective. They don't need to hear my side.
Right.
I'm getting very good with not telling my side, not even caring about my side, because I know what it is. Mm-hmm. And everybody has their side. Like, okay, that's how you feel like it happened. That's fine. But I'm not about to sit here and go back. There's very few people in my life that at this point that I'm going back and forth with.
Right.
I be really only having energy for family, and even at this point in my life, I'm even reserving that because now I have my own family. I have my daughter and myself to think about. So it's like I just don't even be caring. So I don't even have that same enjoyment or gratification of going on there and saying everything that I feel anymore. Right. Some shit is funny, subtweet, like little memes that you subtweet. I mean, not subtweet, retweet.
Right.
But for the most part, it all is just like subliminal stuff that people be scared to say to people's face.
Makes sense.
Or scared to live through in their real life, so they live vicariously through social media. Mm-hmm. They want people to think they're happy and they got it all together. And
it's not the case.
Child, they crumbling. They crumbling. They crumbling inside.
I don't like the way this camera got me looking.
Well, at least you can see, because I don't know what I look like. I'm just going to hope and pray that my lipstick ain't on my teeth.
Let me see. It's not.
Okay. Or right here. You know how the red lipstick be getting right here.
That's why I really pray y'all can't hear that. This is crazy.
Your stomach?
Yes. And it's always when it gets real quiet.
I can't hear it, but I mean, I know that mic probably picks up everything.
Everything. Like, it picked up that gum.
Oh, yes, it did.
Child.
It was like,
but what's like, crazy
Shauna.
Even the last episode that, like, before you came, I'm sitting here. I wasn't chewing, though, because I realized it was my mouth. But towards the end, I started chewing. The little dude gonna say, wasn't they just all in your comments? I said, swear swear they was like, chill, not too much on me, because it's like I don't hear myself chewing. You don't hear me chewing. They don't hear me.
Yep, but when that mic,
mics,
it picks up everything. I learned that through podcasting.
Like, that's crazy.
I miss podcasting so much.
I can't wait till you bring it back, because I actually liked your podcast.
I loved my podcast. Right now I'm just trying to figure out if I want to pick back up on Pretty Pothead podcast, or if I want to change the name, because I've done, like, I did my November challenge. I'm doing another challenge right now for January and February. I haven't smoked since November. I haven't drank since November. Well, I had like one little incident where I drank, not even an incident, but in December I didn't do any challenge. So I drank. I just kind of let my hair down. But I don't know, like, if Pretty Pothead still even resonates with me anymore. Right. So I'm trying to figure out, some days I still feel like the Pretty Pothead. Some days I feel like that's still a market I want to tap into. And then some days I'm feeling more like sophisticated. Like, I don't know what I want to do. But I'm going to get it figured out. By the time I get myself situated, I will be back on this mic for sure, because I got shit to say, honey. Period. So when you want to be on a shop talk, girl, what? I'm always looking for somewhere to get my 2 cents.
I'm cracking. You said because I got something to say.
Always do and always will. I feel like, that's a part of who I am. I'm always going to have something to say.
Right. But I'm very happy for you.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate the years we've had.
Yes.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too.
My coochie's going to miss you.
Oh.
I can't believe I got to find
I'm going to make sure that
crazy.
Your coochie is in the right hands. I would never, ever want to disappoint her.
One wrong pull,
child, because, she needs a lot of prep. You got to count. You got to hold. You got to...
But once we there.
And now she comes too much.
I don't come too much.
You do.
I don't.
Last time she came, she had barely any hair there.
I feel like it's easier that way, ladies.
It is. It is.
You don't feel anything.
It is. And she don't want to feel nothing. I think one day she asked me if I had numbing cream. I was like, get out. Please, get out.
I feel like that was a very valid question.
But, now, and that's another thing about waxing, if you stay on a routine, she barely grows hair, and she can go about 6 weeks now. And still she'll have some, but I'm talking about...
And I hate it when I have some.
I know. When she was first... Look, now my stomach's growling. When she was first coming to me... It was like torture every time.
That's being there like...
Yes. I mean...
Courtney,
please stop. Just don't pull it. Just leave it.
I was like, just leave it there.
Girl, I'm never going to do that. Just leave it there.
I'll get it off later somehow.
I would have to do 1, 2, 3, pull. I have a whole technique that I do with my clients. But she was definitely a baby. And now she's a no-limit soldier.
I thought I told you.
But I'm going to make sure I pass all my clients off to, someone they can go to. People I go to who I trust. But yeah, everybody gonna be fine. Everybody gonna be fine. Your little coochie gonna be fine.
I'm cracking up. Yes, I wish you nothing but success and good luck.
You too. You too. What'd you say? This episode 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. I mean, how do you deal with your adversities in this city, child?
I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck. I've been dealing with it for years. It just is what it is. Either you fuck with me or you don't. It's not going to lose me no money. I'm not going to lose no sleep. I'm still going to wake up every day and take care of my kids. I feel like
in Pittsburgh, I have my favorite people here. I have I ain't going to say a 10 or a 20, but there's just...
Cause I'm a little group. I got the same.
Yeah, a favorite people. You are definitely one on my favorite people list.
Literally.
And so I definitely hope that you continue to grow. And I told you this when you had your baby. It's just exciting watching you become a mom, because you definitely... When you become a mom, child, you just...
fall back
change.
On a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you just
Literally.
change. And it's a beautiful change. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm excited for you, but you're definitely one of my favorite. Who's some of your favorite people in the city?
You, your mom, of course. I love your mom. I feel like the whole Bradley clan.
Okay, we'll say the Bradleys.
Yeah, the Bradleys.
Okay. They're my favorites too.
Pooh.
Oh my gosh, we probably got the same favorite
Literally.
people.
Pooh, Destiny, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Jordy. I mean, she's not in Pittsburgh anymore,
right.
But who else?
And this is just off the top.
Mike Carroll.
Oh yes, that is my bestie.
Love him.
My bestie, Mr. Westie.
I'm gonna say, yeah, this is just off the top of my head. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, definitely just off. Please don't hold nobody
say,
to it,
please.
because I'm gonna forget.
Don't be in my comments like, you ain't say me and da da da.
Right, because Josh, I was not supposed to be asking her no questions. So this was just, I'm just curious.
Who else? I'm trying to like hit a different category.
Yeah, because there's definitely different categories. There's like a social circle, then there's like fashion, there's beauty, there's nightlife. There's definitely different little, there's the back people who play the behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And then there's just people who are just balls of energy, like genuine. I'm trying to think of somebody who's like a genuine character. My girl, Tony.
She supports the whole Pittsburgh.
Oh, Tone Bone. Yes, Tone Bone.
She's definitely
She
genuine.
needs, if they ever had a mural,
it would be her.
She needs to be in that mural, because she definitely, I mean, everything I do, Tone is under there like, I'm so proud of you. Mm-hmm. I hope you do so well, and good luck on your journey. Such a sweetheart, and she pops out.
Literally, I love when she pop out. She be shaking it, dancing, dropping the love. We like, all right, Tone.
She be out there like living her best life, and she's very reserved if you catch her, on another type time, but when she's out in her little social setting, child, and then she's just very supportive. But some of the people you named are definitely like my favorite people too. Like Pooh's definitely you, Mike Carroll, the Bradleys, obviously. Feel like you now, like, don't be mad at me if I forget anybody, but my girl Keena is so funny.
Who's Keena? The one who she used to drive the buses, or does she
drive
the buses?
Yes,
she's hilarious.
Yeah, that is she's like one of my top 5. I will say, because she's so funny. I'm gonna miss just running into a lot of different characters here, like people, especially now down at Arts, like running into people as I've been bartending, like. I'm going to miss a lot of people, my clients for sure, but I definitely have my favorites, and you just named a few, girl. We'd be here forever trying to name all of them, because I know I have more.
Literally.
I know I have more, but yeah, I'm going to miss Pittsburgh, but I'm not going far. I really want to have like a homecoming. I want to have a going away party here, and then I'm kind of like, fuck the going away party. I should just have a homecoming party in Baltimore.
Have everybody come down there.
Everybody come for a weekend.
You should.
And just like have a weekend of my favorite things that I do. And just
that would be a vibe.
Yep, just have like an itinerary. If you come, you come. I ain't planning no trips, no bus rides, no none of hotels. You gotta do all that yourself. But at least just have the activities, and because my people in Baltimore are gonna be there regardless. Right. But I would really love to merge my worlds, because there's so many of my favorite people here and so many of my favorite people there, and things to do.
I think she likes Baltimore people better than us, honestly, guys.
I do.
She does.
I do. I'm gonna say not better than my favorite people, but what I love about Baltimore is they're very much a lot of like me, like very just straight to the point, very authentic. There's a lot of character in that city, like a lot of just vibrance in that city, a lot of trend setting in that city, and here
crap in a bucket. We don't have no inspiration.
There's
nowhere
no
to get inspiration from.
And the people who be trying to be the influence, they just don't. I'm very like unimpressed, unmoved, and everything by people here. Like people be like, songs. I'll be like, I do not know that woman. I do not know that man. Like Keke Palmer. I do not know that man or that woman or that group of people you're talking about. I really, my age is a lot of it, because people think I'm younger than I am, but I really don't be knowing people, or I didn't go to high school here.
Right.
So people, so they went to Brashear. I don't even know where Brashear is.
Literally. So
I do like Baltimore more, because they're more authentic, and I especially the women. I love Baltimore women. I mean, the men, that's a whole nother thing, but I love Baltimore women because of their just like tenacity. They're very fierce, child, very fierce, very confident, very say what's on their mind. And here it's a lot of throwing the rock and hiding the hand. I like people that stand on business and stand on what they say,
right.
And how, whether they right, wrong, or indifferent. Because sometimes I'm loud and wrong,
right.
But I'm not going to be quiet and a punk ass bitch. I'm not going to tweet. If I tweet about it, 9 times out of 10 I already addressed you about it. If I sub about it, 9 times out of 10 I already addressed you about it. But I really don't have no friends here, like no core friends.
Right.
So if I consider you a friend here, you're more like family. But I'm talking about like just friends. So if I've said it to one person, if I said it online, that means I have no problem saying it to you.
Right.
And I don't care how nobody feels about it because y'all ain't my friends.
Literally.
In Baltimore, I feel like it's definitely more of a, if you're going to be talking shit, you're going to be ready to fight.
Let me see your shirt. Sorry. I just see mental health.
Mental health matters.
I like that.
I do too. I just got this shirt today because, child, I don't be prepared for stuff. I don't. I just bought this today, and I was like, this is cute colors, and I didn't even know it said mental health matters until I got home and looked in the mirror. When I put it on, I said, look at God trying to use me for the voice of the people. But it does. How's your mental health?
That's great right now.
Yeah, mine too.
That's great. I'm about to go shoot my video.
Oh, yeah, for your song. Okay, hold on, because I got to say this. Are we running over?
A little bit, but...
Okay, I got to say this. I have been wanting her to get in the studio.
She has. For
so long, and I still haven't even heard what the song that you just recorded, but you gonna let me hear before I leave.
Yeah.
And you belong there.
It felt good.
You really do.
It felt good.
And I feel like you so fake reserved. Like even now, I'm like, why is she fake reserved? She is really not. So I'm excited to see what your rap persona.
Right.
What that brings out of you. Like, and bitch, you better do your thing in this video. Don't be trying to act all fucking reserved.
Yeah, I'm gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what is the song?
It's a diss.
Okay, Nikki.
No, that shit she put out last night was trash.
I didn't even get to hear, but I feel like
terrible.
I hope I never am that old bitter woman.
Like,
because that is just
I
too
love
much.
Nikki. Like,
Me
I'm a
too.
barb. Like,
me too. I'm not a barb, but I love her. I loved her album. I've been vibing to her album since it came out.
It's not a lipstick still on?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It is.
But yes, it is. I had to diss that nigga.
Okay. Oh, who?
My baby's dad, clown ass.
Oh, fuck my baby dad. Bow, bow, bow. What is that? I'm a bad bitch. I'm in the house sad. Okay, it's a remix.
No, I like JJR made my own beat and everything.
Oh, girl. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear it. But yeah, you want to know what I want you to do? I want you to be more of a presence within that aspect. I want you to really do music.
I'm gonna say, you know exactly who you sound like. They all said, I be chilling. I don't know why I'm so.
Well, they say,
I think I get that from my mom. Like my mom's like really reserved. Yeah. Like really.
Yeah, but you got the star power.
Me and my aunt are like the loudest people in my family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got the star power. You got the voice. You got the tenacity. Like, you're not scared to put yourself out there.
Right.
You're not scared to dibble and dabble in different things and say, hey, if it doesn't work, then fuck it. But at least I did it.
Right.
And I think, though, if you really get confident in that studio, you'll be unstoppable. I mean, I just think about the rap world where it's at right now. Like, you have a space there for sure. I be trying to get Raquel to do it, because she definitely has the personality for it.
She does.
She
washed my hair last week. We was cracking up the whole time.
Yeah. She could definitely do it. And where music is at right now, the door is open for y'all, the young girls who are like on their shit. If you got something to talk about, y'all got shit to pop.
Right.
So pop it. Right now, I'm too old to be rapping right now, but I'm definitely gonna be on my Tamar Braxton, my R&B. I'm gonna get back in my R&B bag, but I want y'all to be out here cussing these niggas out.
Yes.
Do the damn
foot
thing.
down.
Put your foot down. Stand on business, like Saucy Santana said.
All 2024.
All 2024. And we can't have y'all old hating hoes. Y'all better sit down, because the youngins.
Yeah, just get out the way.
Youngins turn.
Handle it.
They coming.
So that concludes episode 5. Tell them all your business Instagrams and stuff like that.
C&B Brand is my Instagram and X or Twitter. I really don't even be on Twitter. I really just be catching up on stuff on Twitter. But C&B Brand, I'm gonna try to get active on Twitter. Well, I hope they put a little thing right here. C&B Brand.
Yeah.
And Facebook, I'm really phasing out of Facebook. Facebook is too messy, but you can find me on my Instagram platform. My business is Glow Studio Aesthetics. I might change my business name when I move. We'll see. But as of right now, that's where you can find me. I'm probably going to be closing my books in March or April. I know. So if you want to get in before then, you can go to www.glowstudioaesthetics.com. But yeah. And if you're, watching to see what I'm doing with my music, you can still go listen to all my old music. I'm on iTunes. I'm on YouTube. I'm on SoundCloud. I don't know why they pulled my old podcast episodes off of iTunes, off of Apple Podcasts. Yeah, I don't know if it's something I did or something Apple did, maybe because I haven't done it in so long, but There's like one episode up there that you can listen to, but you can follow Pretty Pothead Podcast on iTunes, Pretty Pothead 412 on Instagram for, you know, that whole aspect of business that I'm going to get back into. Don't know about podcasts for Pretty Pothead, but right. I still want to do my Pretty Pothead merch, and Pretty Pothead smoke accessories and stuff like that. So yeah, those are just a few. You can go right on my page, CNB Brand, though, and see the links to everything.
Right, I think it's all in our bio, right?
Oh, it's all in my bio. You'll be able to find it, and you know, follow me. I'm not a girl's girl though. So don't be coming over there with that bullshit. I say what I feel. I feel what I say.
I'm screaming. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I was so excited that you asked me. I haven't done a podcast interview in so long. I was like, girl, knock the dust off her.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Peace.